Welcome back guys and welcome to another episode of this GGBO 2023 scratch build. Today I want to put the finish on this guitar. As always, my name is Lars and this is the building of Ulfr 7-string. I want to put the finish on this, but before going there I want to color this a little, and this is the effect that I'm after. I don't know if you like it or not. I do. I hope that you will do too, and I need to try the same effect here, and I will start using this. Now the first thing to do is try to replicate the design. I already mark loosely with some pencil what I want to do, and now I will need to color this. Now this will consist in actually 4 colors. I want red for the majority of the space, I want blue on the bottom part, then I will go with yellow just lightly in some places, and I want to outline everything with black. This is the plan. Now we'll start with the blue on this part here, and then I will go with probably the yellow for some trace here in the middle, and then I will go with the red again. Now I don't have a lot of shot to do this, so actually I will not talk while doing this. I will just put some music, something, and try to go on Zen mode here, because I really don't want to mess this thing up, because otherwise I need to send this again and then retry it, then it's a pain. So let's try to get it right at the first time, and then I can move to actually put the finish. Ok, ce l'abbiamo fatta, sì. Sembrerebbe, siamo partiti. Ok, I have here everything that I need to continue to work. Here I have the guitar finished. This is the final look. I also did the same off camera on the S-Stock to give a little bit of continuity to the entire thing, and now I need to put the first layer of finish. After 2 weeks of waiting for this to set entirely, this is the result. This is quite a beautiful result, if I can say it. I like this. Now, my next step here is to sand this thing. I need to wet sand this, but I don't want to go for the super shiny one. I know the melamine lacquer, you can really push this and make it a mirror-like finish. I don't want that. I want to actually try the opaque finish, the matte finish that I did on Hella, so I will use guitar oil on this, over the top of this. But first I still need to wet sand this because I have the mark of the brush here, so I will just go with the wet sand a little bit, and I hope that I can remove more the 90% of the imperfection that I have already. And the other reason why I don't want to for the mirror-like finish is that I know that I can push it on the back. I know that I can actually push that type of finish on the back. On the front it will be a problem because the OSB has a lot of low spot enclosure. It's not ideal for this type of process. I knew that before starting it, but I still want to try to see the result on hand. And I think that this will be better if I go with the oil on top of this. Still, the melamine lacquer will give this a lot of protection, which I like, and will make this a little bit harder. So the melamine lacquer was another reason. So that was the reason why I go with the melamine lacquer, aside from I want to practice a little bit more with the melamine lacquer. So now we'll start wet sanding this, and it will be a pain, I already know. And yeah, I'll start to do that. And now, a quick word from our sponsor, me! If you like what I'm doing here and you want to help me grow this channel, there are two ways of doing it. One is through Patreon, and for simply $2 a month, you will not just directly support this channel, but also you will get early access to video, exclusive updates, Patreon-only content. And the second way of doing it is to, well, buy one of my instruments. If you want one of the models that I designed over the course of this year and you want one for yourself, or you want a kit customization, contact me on Instagram at LastGrapeGuitar or on this email right down below, and I will make the guitar of your dream. And now, let's back to the video. I have the guitar, okay, done here, and I do like the finish. It's not perfect, but I do like the finish. I try to use the oil on this and I have mixed result. I do like some part, definitely do like some part, but I maybe will continue to work a little bit later, but for now it's good. What I'm doing right now is fret leveling and crown, and I will do the leveling here, and then I will move this upstairs where I have a better light to work on, because right now it doesn't make a lot of sense to me for me to work here in the leveling and crown. But I will use this time to try a couple of new toys. One is the fret rocker from Crimson Guitar. I also have the fret rubber, which I want to try to see if I can polish a little bit better the frets in general. And this time I want to spend quite a lot of time on the frets. I want to see how far I can push this. This entire build was actually kind of something like how far I can push something to be good in both direction. For the finish here, I intentionally didn't push this finish to the almost perfection to see how much given I have with both the minimal lacquer and the penetrative oil, and I knew better now, and I want to do the same things for the threads, but in the opposite way. I want to see how far I need to go with the work to have the perfect threads. So let's start. I didn't record this, but I masking tape this, and then I remembered that I need to check if the neck was straight. It wasn't, lucky me, and I have to remove the tape and redo it. My memory is just sometimes just sucks. Little change of location, and I'm upstairs, and sorry for the mess. As you can see, it's in all aspects of my life, but now I want to work on crowning and polish this thing. So I'm upstairs because today is super cold outside and I don't want to rush the stage, and also because I can use this light. You will probably not be able to see much right now. I will make some close shots, but I can use the light and work on this very precisely. And also I have the fret rubber from Crimson that I want to try on this job and see if they're actually worth it. So now we'll just calmly work on this. Put a video. I have a couple of long play that I want to see, so they're both more than an hour. So watch this and have a relaxing afternoon. I now need to put the rear paint on this. I'll do this on the control cavity and the pickup cavity, and then I can move to put the finish on the fretboard and start mounting this this thing for all the pieces that I have, because I still don't have the pickup. we are at the last step. I have everything mounted and I have the pickup. I already mount this and solder this off camera because I was fucking miserable doing this. Anymore? I don't know, but I had to enlarge a little bit the cavity and I soldered this already, and like I said, I wasn't in my best mode, so I just did it without recording, and that was a good thing because it took me way too much time. Now what I need to do is nut, which is not the nut, it's the string holder, and I have this bar of aluminum which is of the right width, at least, so I can work the height now. Maybe it's even a little too much right now, but I will see the dimension of this after I cut the groove and everything. So let's start by cutting this thing. I think that I will use simply the saw, and that's it. I already have a flat surface on the bottom, which is great. So we'll just cut this and start to cut the groove. And probably give this a little paint of black, because all the hardware that I have is black. And Ulfr is done. Finally, this 7 string is alive, and I'm quite happy with the result, actually. There are a couple of things that I nail, a couple of things that needs to be improved still, and something that I definitely love about this bass. Now, first thing that I have to say, the balance of this bass is great. In fact, this bass is perfectly balanced, and taking account the fact that I have 7 tuning pegs here. The fret job on this, I think it's the best one so far. I round every single one of the fret end, and the result is that it's super comfortable. It's really super comfortable. There's no way that you can cut your finger through this fret. Also, the pickup, I love it, because this works well for the two purposes of this bass. One was to be able to play chords, and one was to be able to play metal stuff. And this thing works. And for the headstock, I do like the shape. The balance is still not great, but that is just this tuning key fault. The end part of the tuning key is very big. It's made for bass. It's very big compared to the guitar tuning peg, and there's really nothing that I can do because I cannot change the shape without making this even more unbalanced. It just means that maybe in the future I will find a way to custom made this part. I mean, just the part where you hold the tuning peg to tune, and I just need to make something like this, but 3mm shorter, maybe 5, so not a big deal, but that's okay. Also, the finish, I have mixed results with this, like I said in the video, and I will make an entire video. I will make 2 separate videos just on Patreon for the test that I made for this. So if you want to check it, you can go and subscribe on Patreon, and a second video where I walk through every single step that I did for making this work. With this, the series of Ulfr 7 is done. I will make other 2 videos. One is the usual supercut, and the second one is another supercut, but just work, no talking, just for try and see if people like it. And yeah, I do love this bass. I'm already using it a lot actually, and I hope that you like it too. And this was a great this was a good and a bad great guitar build-up for me, because one, I create this and I have a lot of subscribers in this period of time. We are at more than 400 right now, 427 the moment that I am recording this, and I hope that we can arrive to 500 before the end of the year, and I'm really grateful for that. And thanks for everyone who comments and engage during the series. It's very appreciated. Thank you guys. And it was a bad because, well, my mental health wasn't exactly on check during this last 4 months, and you maybe noticed that, I don't know. And yeah, aside from that, this series is done. Ulfr is working great, and I can't wait to work on another instrument on this channel. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next series. Bye.